All right. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? This your boy Nosuke Hashi. This is your boy Nosuke Hashibeer, formerly known as No Filter. This is short. This is gonna be a short, brief stream, so it's not gonna be a short, brief stream. I'm gonna try to make this a video. I'm not trying to make this too long, but so I've been, I something came up to me, and I want to do this topic. I really want to do this topic, and this topic to me is kind of interesting because I just got done watching the video, and I got inspired by doing this video. I got inspired by doing this. I got inspired by um. Let me see. I got inspired by um I got inspired by doing the video, and the YouTube user was DBDR, and he was doing a video, and he was doing the video talking about what he hated about being alone, and it was a very interesting topic, and he was in the video was like 5 minutes, 7 minutes long. I don't know how long the video was, and so it was a video he was talking about, and I'm actually addressing this because it's a good topic. I actually want to talk about it, and I called the stream video, whatever you want to call it. I call it FOMO, fear of missing out, and not on a negative context, but I'm gonna explain why I title with that, and so I'm watching the video, I'm listening to the video, good hour straight. And he guy happened to be in his mid early 20s. I don't know the guy age. And obviously he's black pill. So he has the every time he does a video, he has hashtag black pill for the content, which I don't mind the black pill. I actually, consider myself black pill to a certain extent, even though I'm red pill to a certain extent as well. So so what happened? So what happens is he was making a video talking about what he hated about being alone. And if you know anything about being MGTOW or being black pill or whatever, once you take the red pill or once you take the black pill or whatever pill you take, you're going to get ostracized from society. He was making a video, and I watch this content just to get to situations for people who have that type of worldview, like they hate being alone. And the reason why I call the stream FOMO, the fear of missing out, is because, and this is probably going to be one of my best streams, so I'm more clear minded. I actually got an idea what I want to talk about here. Was thought provoking, and was what I found sad. What I found was sad. What I found was sad at the same time. What I found was sad, but kind of pathetic at the same time, is what him talking about him not getting girls and society. Him growing. Him in his mid to late 20s, not being having a party and friends, and or whatever. And you think about it like, I'm from Generation Z. I'm pretty sure gaming board. I'm pretty sure you're the same. I hope you're in the conversation. I hope you're in probably in the same age as well. And I feel like one of the things that really infuriates me when I see people, and this is something this is an observation I make about people, and I think Renegade once summed it up best. A lot of people call themselves black pill or red pill, and they really take this content and they still have blue pill thinking. And the reason why I call this stream FOMO is the fact that I'm trying to tell you dudes, you ain't missing out on nothing, man. And a lot of people will say, fear of missing out of, everybody wants to be at that party. Everybody want to be popular dude. Everybody wants to, fuck that same chick. And not realizing it's just that sex is just sex, you know, and you ain't missing out on nothing. And my father used to tell me, coming up, he used to tell me something coming up, that basically he told me this. He's like, people always think the grass is green on the other side. And I think a lot of times when you hear the FOMO thing, whether it's getting a girlfriend, whether it's dating, whether it's having friends, whether it's having money, I'm a monk, so I consider myself a monk personally. Like, I'm on the I consider myself a monk. So when you're thinking about this, when you're really thinking about this, when you're really thinking about what's going on right now currently in today's society wants to beat you down and tell you if you ain't got that house, you ain't got that car, you're missing out. You ain't shit. If you live in an apartment, you're renting, and if you're a guy and you live in an apartment and you have your Xbox, they want to tell you you ain't shit, right? They beat you down, right? They tell you everything. They try to beat you up and try to tear you down. They try to basically try to make you feel like shit because you ain't there. And I'm listening to this guy video, and I kind of feel sorry for the guy because it's, he was talking about I'm a loser and this and that, and he took the he has the black pill hashtag black pill for his title. And I should try to leak it. Nick, I should try to leak it anything, but I don't want to, send you guys over to the channel, whatever. But yeah. And so one thing I noticed from the guy video, the way he was talking, is the way he was like, I'm a loser and I'm a virgin. I'm gonna die a virgin. And I lost my virginity at 27, and I had sex 2 times. And I done told this story. You got to go back to my old streams when I was actually calling myself No Filter before I, before I changed my name to Nosuke Hashibura. Um, you got to understand, like, I'm trying to get you guys to understand, you know, yeah, 27, yeah, Upward Ninja, yeah, 27. I lost it at 27 actually. And matter of fact, to be honest with you, I fucking regret losing that shit, bro. I wish I would have fucking kept it. Be honest with you, because sex is overrated, man. You know, you know, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm honest about it, man. I think I think a lot of guys need to be honest about it, man. I think a lot of people will sit there and sit here and try to be honest. And one thing when I start just trying to, you know, yeah, I used to go by the name Goku. Yeah, I changed the name. I change names from time to time. I actually I like this name Inosuke. Inosuke Hashiburu. If anybody don't know where his name come from, check out the Demon Slayer anime. It's season 1 and 2 on Crunchyroll or whatever. And he wears a boar mask, and he was raised by a bunch of boars, and he's a cool dope character. So I went with his name instead. So this name kind of stood out to me, and I kind of liked his name anyway. Plus, I'm a new person in a way. I take on different mindsets. My philosophy is much different, so I need to be. But yeah, it's damn 13. Um, you know, but it didn't really count because I didn't because I didn't get another female until I was 16 and then 25. Man, don't feel bad about that shit, man. And that's why this stream is called FOMO. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people feel like, they feel like, a lot, oh yeah, most average men don't get consistent bedroom time. Yeah, that's the truth, man. And that's so true, because a lot of guys, a lot of guys are in that position. And a lot of guys consider themselves, they want to sit there and beat themselves up. And I was talking to Gamer Boy earlier, and in the chat, and I was really talking about this with this guy, and there was this guy, just he was making this video talking about one thing he hated about being alone. And I've been watching a lot of Renegade One content, so I've been on my black pill shit lately. I think I'm outgrowing the red pill, even though I still consider myself MGTOW, but I'm more growing towards the black pill because I'm starting to see society for what it is. And yeah, I got net nihilistic views, so getting there, but I don't let my nihilism get to the point where I just want to check out. But it's getting there. So, but Renegade One summed it up best. He made a video. He made a video a couple years back before his death. He was like being ugly. It's a video. And type in Renegade One MGTOW just on YouTube and type in video. I forgot the name of the video. And he said being ugly is liberating. And I was listening to his content lately. I've been listening to a lot of his content. And people say, "Oh, he was negative, he was nihilistic," but he was a realist. He was honest about it. And I think a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to, a lot of men don't want to deal with that fundamental fact that like you're going to miss out on some stuff. And the thing is, you're not really missing out on anything. See, I think society, when you think about it, society beats you up and tells you that if you ain't got a wife or you ain't got a girlfriend or if you don't have a family, like whatever, I'm about to become uncle again. My sister's pregnant again, and I don't know the gender of the child yet, but yeah, focus on your grind. I had to find my purpose in life. All men do, some sooner than later. Yeah, that is the truth, man. You really gotta focus on yourself, man. And I know that sound cliche because in MGTOW we say it so much, but it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. It's just like find something you're good at. I've been creating some mangas, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's you're not really missing out on nothing. And I think a lot of again, there's a lot of guys out there who feel like they're missing out on something. Like if they're not fucking 20 different women, then they're missing out, or they ain't got fake friends. As a matter of fact, the one thing I noticed about a lot of people, a lot of these content, because I've been watching a lot of like black pill content, a lot of guys who are, I've been watching this YouTube called the Struggler's Path, DBDR. I've been watching a lot of these guys who call themselves black pill, who are not really black pill because they still got black blue pill thinking. I was watching another guy video. He's talking about female validation is the ultimate motivation. And I'm like watching this content, and this is where the stream actually came up because I was going to do a stream about this subject for a good minute, but I just didn't have the motivation to do it. Plus, I've been having chest pains lately, so I've been, in and out of the hospital, so dealing with chest pains. I see the cardiologist pretty soon. But yeah, I tell you, man, I've been watching a lot of content, and one thing I've been noticing about this space, not the MGTOW community or not the Black Pill community, but people who call themselves Black Pill, and it's not nihilism or anything, whatever. But I think people who use that Black Pill label, they use it out of the context of it, right? They use it for the wrong context. Like people who call themselves Red Pill, and they're not really Red Pill, they Blue Pill. They still have Blue Pill thinking. They still haven't deprogrammed. And it's one thing to deprogram for women, but deprogram from society and how America's a big bold-faced lie. Everything that we was told, you know, everything was sold in this country is a big bold-faced lie. That politicians don't give a fuck about us. Nobody gets really give a fuck about us. And I think that when you think about FOMO, society want to beat you down and tell you, you ain't shit. They want to constantly tell you, you ain't shit if you ain't driving this car, or you ain't fucking all these women, and they beat you up, and like a lot of people will try to shame you on your opposition. And this is why, one thing about the red pill, and I'll say this to any guy who takes it, it ain't easy, man. It's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard. And you gotta understand, dude, when you take that red pill, dude, when you decide to take that red pill, or black pill, or whatever type of pill you take, don't take the blue. And when you decide to take it, man, I'm telling you flat. I'm starting to tell you. I will fucking tell you, bro. It's not easy. You know. You know. You know. Oh, let me see. I thought about changing my government name, my government last name to, particularly after the Star Wars character. Also, I am somewhat of a nihilist in real life, at least in the grand scheme of things. Oh, oh yeah, I mean, for me, I say the same thing, man. Like for me, I'm more black. I mean, for me, and I'll say this lately, I've been watching a lot of Renegade One content, so his content starts to influence some of my thinking in a positive light, not in some negative shit. But you know, yeah, man, the red pill rage is crazy, man. It's so true. It is red pill rage is so true because it's like that shit is real, bro. Like if you've been lied to your whole life and you overdeal with it, but yeah, man, like for me, I think that for me, when I talk about this, and I was watching these guys' content, and I was thinking about what Renegade One said about being ugly liberating. You seeing these guys, and I think it's mad suspect that dude doing this shit. You got guys literally going to the gym, It's one thing to go to the gym and improve yourself to focus on your health so you can live longer. That's one thing, right? But you're going to the gym to get females, man. At this point in your lifetime, you wasting your fucking time, man. If you sitting here, it's wasting. And this is what I'm talking. This is why I call it extreme FOMO, fear of missing out. Guys are getting face ratings from another dude. It'd be one thing you get it from a female, even that's a waste of time. But guys getting face ratings, you know, from you know from another from another dude, which is mad suspect, which is mad homo right there. That's some homo suspicion points right there. Like, why you asking another nigga to actually fucking rate your face? Like, I don't that, you know what I'm saying. And it goes to show you, like, and I watch this content, and for me, just by watching this content, it really has made me look at even the red pill much different, because I love the red pill. The red pill saved my life. It made me it made me focused. It made me value my health a lot more, because whatever type of situation. But like, I'll be honest with you, man, the black pill is real. The black pill, man, it's when you look at, like, when and I think there's a video that Renegade One did a couple years back before his death, and I think I love this content. He says MGTOW is not enough. And I agree with him, because I think that eventually we got to get past female nature and understand the fundamental fact that women are not going to change, society is not going to change, and that's not nihilistic thinking. And I say, I'm going to address one, upward ninja. I'm going to address one of your comments. Yes, one can be experienced one can experience positivity in a nihilistic world. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm positive and negative at the same time. Like, if I see a burning house burn down, I'm going to acknowledge the house is burning down, but I'm going to try to build me a brand new house, right? I'm still on the metaphorical sense. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can still be positive and negative at the same time and be a realist at the same time. Like, me in general. Like, for me, yeah, a lot of men need to hear this, man. I think, people have a lot of young cats out there, man, on FOMO. They really feel like they missing out on some shit, and they're not missing out on much. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, I had the most craziest life. I had a hard time making friends coming up, to a certain extent I still do, you know, and so for me, it's a subject that nobody wants to talk about. But yeah, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, but a lot of people need to hear this, man. I think a lot of people feel like they're missing out on something, because a lot of people will say, oh, I'm missing out on this, I'm missing parties and all this, but that's not the point, man. And to me, how I really see it is, to me in general, I think a lot of people, like I said before, I've been watching this space change so much in the red pill. I've been watching in the red pill community so much, and the community has changed. The philosophy. I think we're getting off the fundamental elements of what it is just waking up, right? And a lot of people is changing the way you think. A lot of people feel like a lot of people have the situation, had that situation of fear of missing out, because they fear the one thing they truly do fear. They fear being by themselves. They fear it. Like me, I'm an ugly dude, right? I'm ugly. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, does that bother me that women don't find me attractive? No, it don't bother me at all. Matter of fact, I find being ugly liberating. But that goes to show you about. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things. It's one of those things, man. That you have to understand that. Yeah, I missed. I think I missed something. I met maybe two females romantically at the gym, and I've been going about 6 years. That does not work for the average guy. True, man. Yeah, that is so true. You know, a lot of guys, like a lot of regular dudes don't realize, like, and this is something I think this is a black pill I learned, and I wish people told me this at a young age. And maybe I wouldn't probably be so interested. I probably wouldn't necessarily. I probably would have cared less. See what these dating coaches are not telling these dudes, or what these guys who going to the gym and they getting ripped and they making all this money. If women don't find you physically attractive, if they don't find you physically attractive, you can do all the gym maxing, looks maxing, face ratings from another dudes. You can do all that shit. It don't matter. Women are not going to find you attractive, you know. And the sad part about where we are at today in society is that men seek female validation so much, you know. And then it's on just one of your comments too. I think most people think they are uglier than they think, uglier than they are. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's the truth. But the thing about that, upward ninja, is like, being ugly is not bad, man. I think people made being, people have made this thing. They have made this, and I hate this comparison, but it's the truth. But I hate using this paradigm, but you have to use it to fit the stream. Some people will say alpha beta, right? How I really see it, both are technically fucking simple because they seek female validation, right? Alpha is the dude that's not really, not buying for the female attention. He's supposed to be come off this Chad guy. He got, he got the muscles, he got the car, he got the job, he got the career, he got the looks, but technically he still seeks female validation just to get in bed with them. And the beta is the dude that technically wants to settle for females and get married and wife and kid, and he wants to put women on the pedestal. But technically, both technically putting you're technically worshiping females, and that's what technically the alpha beta shit is the same goddamn thing. And and to me, I used to, and I'm gonna just another one in your comments too. I used to ask random women around my age to rate my face, and they would often give me around the 8 mark, but told me I had to go to the gym. I was tall and lanky. Yeah, I mean, like, like for me, I don't do the face rating thing because I technically don't care. But some people will do that. But the thing, I don't know. That's weird. I used to be able to. I used to be looking mirror, and once the confidence up, women start, and once the confidence up, women started coming. Yes, there are some stats. They are under level. Yes, I say all this all the time. Both see the same attraction. Alpha just up front. Yeah, that's what it is, man. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's what the stream is called FOMO. It's like people make this. I used to, when I was younger. I wanted to be an alpha male. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that shit no more, dude. I don't give a damn about being alpha. I don't give a damn about the beta shit. Like, technically, it's both simping. It's both simping on two different levels. It just alpha up front. Alpha just saying, yeah, I'm just there for the sex, right? The beta dude is just there saying, I want to worship this woman, worship the ground she walks on. So, I mean, like, that's the thing for me. I'm not a fan. I'm not just like the left, just like the politics nowadays with left and right. Both parties fucking suck. You getting the shit deal from both ends. It's just that, what's the saying? What they're saying? Lesser than two evils. So, I mean, it's a FOMO thing, man. People make it out to be that, and I think a lot of young guys. There's a lot of guys out there who feel like because they're not getting girls, the girls gonna find them attractive. And I tell guys, so fucking what? Move fuck on with the conversation. There's more to life besides women, bro. Like, I know there's a lot of guys out there who, for me, I used to do MGTOW content addressing women, but that's when I first took the red pill and I got it. But like, I've been a monk since 2017. I've been a monk for 27 since 2017. Yin and yang, different energies, but both the same. Yeah, that's true. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's like yeah, different. It's just it's a different way of thinking, but technically ends the same way. when I was younger, I grew up with a lot of opportunity. If most men focus on themselves, they will be financially stable and very successful by the age of, by the time by the time they are 30. Yeah, it's true. And that's what the stream addresses, man. Is that this stream is to get guys in their early 20s, to get guys who are 16. If you're watching the stream, I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but to get guys to value themselves, to realize like you ain't missing out on nothing, man. Like a lot of people will say, when a man is when somebody's in their 40, you have, like for me, like I'm out of all my dad's kids, my sister has kids, my brother has my three brothers have kids. I don't have kids. But the thing is, I don't want kids. They're just not my thing. I don't feel I'm missing out. I'm an uncle. I enjoy being an uncle, and that's about it to me. You know what I'm saying? For me, and plus I don't like attachment. So for me, I don't like being attached to anything. So for me, like I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And I think a lot of times when guys feel like they're missing out on something, what's the one that they always say, man, I'm missing out on something. Or there's a lot of guys who say, man, I don't have a whole bunch of friends. And I say that's a good thing, right? And if you watch Renegade One content, man, and God rest that soul, brother, I miss his content, miss that brother, man. I think he makes a lot of good content. He made some fucking deep shit that make you fucking think, like, why we have the society that we have now. Like, and one thing I think that his content really, he left an impression on me, like, because I've been consuming his content like crazy lately, is that he been making a lot of, he made videos that actually fully address something like, being ugly is liberating. And when I was watching that video, and this is why the title's called FOMO, you know, you know, you know, oh yeah, I mean, because I'm guilty of that too. Living in the past, and living in the past. Oh yeah. I think that is true. I think definitely. I think we should try to move forward. I think that moving forward could be, moving forward. It could be actually, try to moving forward and try to think about what you want for yourself, for the goal, far as the goal you set could make more sense. And but I think that's guilty. I mean, I think we all live in the past. I think that's a that's a subject. That's a subject. That's the truth. That's often need to be addressed. That's thing to be true. But I agree with open energy that it's true. But yeah, I think from going back to my talk about my Renegade One, when he made that video about being ugly and liberating, I watched that video. And for me, I never really, because after I took the red pill, I stopped giving a fuck about female. I stopped caring about females and women in general. And they don't find me attractive. Who fucking cares? Like, that just hides me in general. And I think that more men need to get to that talking point. Like, who fucking cares what women think about you? You know what I'm saying? If women don't find you physically attractive, find a movie, find a hobby, find a trade. I'm actually looking at information to learn a trade. You know, I want to go to school to learn a trade. I want to become a painter or something like that. I want to learn. I want to learn a trade. I want to learn a skill. Take this idea of the FOMO mentality and apply it towards something else. To me, and I actually could use that very same time that I could spend chasing women, or trying to seek female validation. I could use that same time learning a skill, learning a trade, learning something that's going to give me. And no, I'm not doing it for financial reasons, but just to have that skill there. And to me, one thing about me, I'm my mentality has changed. From my earlier content, I was talking about women, and not like on some negative shit, like women ain't shit type of content. It's just that women was the focus. But once I fully embraced the red pill, I took it around 2012, 2013 ish. You know, I took MGTOW, I took the red pill around that time period. But I was still somewhat blue pill, and around that time, so I was still liberal at the same time as well. So I had to deprogram from that stuff. But when around 2015, 2016 ish is when I started deprogramming myself from the left right the left paradigm shift far as political parties. It's the same thing with FOMO. And so for me, I start realizing that that FOMO shit is bullshit, bro. Like people always use the whole fear of missing out, which is for those who know what FOMO is, fear of missing out. And they will always try to shame you and they will always try to shame you and try to say, oh, you know, they will always, they will always try to they will always they will always they will always try they will always try to tell you that some they will always try to tell you that if you ain't got a lot of friends, if you don't have a wife, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have none of this stuff, and you don't have this going for you, you're missing out on stuff. And this is one thing about the baby boomers out. This is one thing I hate about boomers, man. Boomers always try to, and this is where I'm black pill on a lot of stuff. You have boomers still telling the youth today, like, man, you know, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. And it's going to get better, man. Just think positive and just keep doing all this other stuff. And about my time and age, I was dating girls at my early 20s. I'm like, yeah, but most men don't have it that way, right? And the thing is, you ain't missing out on nothing, man. And the thing is, one thing about me, I've been an introvert my whole life, so technically the red pill kind of like I kind of blended with the red pill. I mean, I think I've been MGTOW for years, but I never could put a acronym on it. I could never really put a label to it. I really don't like labels, but my point is, like, I think that when you take the red pill and then eventually you break the black pill, because I'm more black pill than red pill now. When you're sitting here, when you're thinking, when you think about this, a lot of times, a lot of people have often asked that question, like, what I'm missing out on, right? You see guys, and when I was watching, I was talking about earlier in the stream, I forgot the YouTuber name. Man, matter of fact, I should probably put a link to his channel, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't know how he feels about me addressing his channel, addressing his video. And he was just saying, like, he hated being by himself. And I just find that sad that, like, as men, we have gotten to this point. Like, if we ain't being trampled on by society, we ain't being told we're fucking toxic and toxic masculinity, men ain't shit, feminist trash men saying men ain't shit, fathers ain't shit. Like, if men ain't being disposed of, we just fucking feel bad about that. Like, and to me, that was the sad part about the video the video I just watched, or the stream or the YouTuber. It's sad that men have gotten to this point where men feel like they have to, beat themselves up, and they have to they feel like shit, you know, and it's sad, man. It's extremely sad. It's extremely sad that we have gotten to this point, and I think that I'm trying to get guys to realize, like, bro, FOMO, dog, you ain't missing out on nothing, man. Look, I know it's tempting out there to go out there and fuck 20 different women. I know it's tempting out there to go out there and make friends and party. But do you really want to be around that environment? Or do you want to self-improve or and do something meaningful with your life? And I say this to guys who like regular dudes, guys who work 9 to 5s, guys who have average looks, guys who was not born 6 feet, couldn't knuckle basketball, who was doing shit, who was born with shit genetics. So what? Move on with your conversation, move on with it, and for me, I'm gonna you know you know let me see. I want to address. I want to address one of your comments, upward ninja. That to me, it was a, and I think what I just said. Let me see. Let me see. It was something that you said that really, it was something to, it was, it was something about, it was something you said that really stood out. Um, it was something you said that really stood out, and I forgot. Damn it. Yes, some just don't have stats for it, but they are underload. Yeah, that was it. Let me see. Um Let me see. Okay, let me highlight the comment because I think that comment just summed up what I was trying to say. Um, snap. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there it is. There it is, right there. There it is. Yeah, yeah, there it is, right there. There we go. There we go. It should pop up. It should pop up on the screen. Pop up on the screen. Yeah. But yeah, that's like yeah, is that for me? Yeah, yes. That's the comment I wanted to address right there. Yes, some just don't have the stats for it. Some they are unlevel, and I hear guys all the time about like, man, I can't get girls. Girls don't find me attractive. I hear guys on the train, you know, guys every day in the conversations I pass by. I was in Kroger today buying some yogurt. And guy bragging, guy was complaining about not girls not finding him attractive, and I'm sitting and listening to this dude like, who fucking cares, dude? Who fucking cares, right? And like a lot of people saying, a lot of these dudes, like a lot of these guys, just have shit genetics, and having shit genetics don't give you like just because you have shit genetics, you can still find something to do with your life, right? You can still find something to do. And I think a lot of men have made this conversation have made it up in their mind, like they feel like that they really feel like they really feel like they're missing out on something. Like, oh, I can't get laid. It's like, nigga is just a wet hole at the end of the day, right? It's just a wet hole. And let me see. Hold on. Yeah. And let me see. I can do the invite thing to it. Let me see, do invite to it. Nah. I do invite. I do open stream tomorrow with people can join in. I'm just gonna do this video, but I don't have anything else to say. Um it was a a great stream. Thanks Upward Ninja. Thank the third viewer. I don't know if you texting in chat. Thanks, great. I would like thank you, Gaming Board. I would like thank you, um, Gaming Board, Upward Ninja. I would like to thank you guys, man, for just for watching my video. I know it's been a minute since I posted since I done a topic like this, but but yeah, but I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'm gonna be back tomorrow, and I want to do another. I want to do a stream. I probably can do part two to this because I think I actually got this topic, and I think this topic can be addressed a lot more too. And I'm gonna open the panel up. Upward Ninja, I don't know if you're gonna be. I don't know what time you're gonna be available tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm gonna start it tomorrow, but I'm gonna put a link tomorrow. I'm gonna leave a link to it. I'm gonna set the stream up tonight, and I'm gonna do stream where you can join the stream and we can have an open debate about it. We can have a discussion about this topic because I think that this topic needs to be talked about a lot more. But this your boy No Skin Hot. This your boy No Skin Hot Shibira. I'm out.